Hey guys, welcome to a new boss guide. Today we're tackling the spider boss Aratra, and it's super easy. Personally, I found it to be the easiest boss. I know I keep saying that at the beginning, and if you can't beat it, that's unfair. But today I'll show you how to really do it well. A strong build that really takes it apart. And personally, I still had 2 potions left at the end, so it should actually be easy. So let's just dive right in and defeat the spider boss. And before you do that, it's important that you blow up these caves throughout the entire level beforehand. There are 3 in total, and this basically prevents the small spider bosses from entering the boss fight, and that's already super useful and makes it significantly easier for you. Otherwise, let's take a look at the skills that are really important for the boss and deal a good amount of damage. You'll see it melts down relatively quickly. I'm still wearing the Executioner set. There's a video on the channel about how to find it. However, what's important here is the Ring of Toxins and also the Necklace of Sealed Toxins. But you can find both items in the level just before the boss, and if you haven't found them, make sure to check the channel. I'll also upload the 100% completion for that level so you don't miss anything. Otherwise, let's go through the skills, and I've leveled the skills as follows, focusing a lot on Frenzy. The most important skill here is actually this one at the top, Ruthless. This is the skill that we absolutely need, and it consumes spirit. And now we're creating a build to quickly increase spirit. Otherwise, I always find Wind Hunter to be my standard attack, super strong. I always go through it, and you should definitely try it if you're playing with dual weapons. Otherwise, of course, we invest in some defense skills, especially when we successfully parry, so to speak. And yes, here the 2 skills are slightly upgraded, but otherwise I've really removed everything except here in the usual section. Now we want to make sure that the spirit fills up quickly, and that's why something like this is always good. If you perform precise defense, you gain spirit, or if you attack, you also gain spirit. These are the skills you absolutely should have as well. And I still have the reflection skill included here. I personally use it, but actually not at all, so I thought it could definitely be removed as well. And that's why I redistributed it for now. Remember, folks, that you can always redistribute your skills. If you're having trouble with the boss, feel free to do that from time to time. And then we'll add a bit more over here, because we naturally want to have more spirit and gain spirit faster. And here we will now distribute our points. Now we have no points left, but we still need some over here. With Brutal Attack, I would also add that you gain spirit. So every time when you perform a finisher, you gain a bit more spirit. And that's why we take a point away from the resources here and put it down here, again into the Brutal Attack, because I don't dodge that much anyway, so I removed the point and put the spirit down here. Brutal Attack also gives spirit back, and that's obviously great. We now fill our spirit really quickly and can of course use our special all the time. And if we use it in the right situations, the boss is really easy. Otherwise, let's take a quick look at the status. I'm not really over leveled. Level 49 is relatively normal, I think, when you reach the boss. Otherwise, I've put quite a lot into strength because my weapon scales with it, and of course we're at 8 in vitality, 28. To have more endurance, yes, a bit, to withstand some hits. I've wasted a few points on willpower. Actually, I need to go around, but well, let's go into the boss fight, and that's basically it. First, she expects you to parry a bit, and then go in with your R2 power strike, a sort of sprint strike. That's the one users usually do, and you can see it deals quite a bit of damage. Yes. And now we need to make sure to try to cut off his arms. So always aim for the arms, because once you've cut them off, the boss becomes really easy. And you'll see shortly, when he goes into a certain mode, we can nicely use our special and target the arms. And they fall off relatively quickly. Yes, my fight wasn't that good again. I took quite a beating at the beginning. But we still managed to survive with 2 potions, which is actually pretty cool. So let's grab a potion first and check again here to make sure we really target the arms. And it's best to use our special on them as soon as we have a few points. And then the arm will fall off very quickly, you'll see, especially when it's stuck like this, it's best to always use the special. I had a bit of low stamina now, but it's not a problem. And then we go back in here again. Wait until he digs his claws into the ground a bit, and then we can use our special again and especially attack with a sprint attack. And that actually works pretty well. First cover yourself sometimes, but right now you need to hack in your special and go for the arms. Very important, as soon as the first arm falls off, you can immediately go for the second one. So in this situation, it's optimal. If you throw in another special, it's actually even better. And now we wait here again to see exactly what he does. Let's take another look. And yes, actually, I personally find him not as difficult as the others. Now when he's down here, we've already taken off the first arm, then tried to take off the second arm directly. And now he's actually already down. Because now he can really do almost nothing. He's just hopping around here. And you can easily dodge him and then always go for his cocoon from behind. And that really does it again. Damage. When you go for the big, thick baby shell from behind, then we really hit it hard. And then it deals a lot of damage. You can of course also use your special on it, which is pretty intense. And you see the boss is basically down then. So he doesn't stand a chance anymore. He will crawl up again and regenerate his arms. But you see the boss fight is basically over now. Make sure to throw in a few more spears here if you still have a special. And that could also take a bit more off him. He's going up now, regenerating his arms, so you have enough time to heal yourself again, and so on. And now it's really just a little bit left. That means you can now go directly with your power strike, go in right at the start here to deal some solid damage, and maybe even chop off his arm again. And then you can deal some real damage again, so from now on there shouldn't be any more difficulties because he basically has nothing left. And yes, we still have 2 potions, we can easily wait here. What he does when he's stuck in the ground somewhere, we can of course go for it. And yes, exactly, go all in on something like this. Maybe use the special again if you have it fully charged, and then you can chop off an arm again. So that takes a good chunk off again. Yes, and now the guy is basically done. I actually held back a bit because I was considering whether to take the boss guide like this. But can you take it like this? I think you probably could. Could have done it even better, to be honest, but having 2 potions left is pretty cool. Yes, friends, good luck with it, have fun, and take down the ugly guy, and then you'll get something nice again. Rewards and upgrades. All guides for Khazan on the channel. Let's push it. Give it a thumbs up and leave it there, and see you next time.